I've already done the top 10 bands with the most haters, but now it's time for the top 10 bands with absolutely no haters. So let's start with number 10. These are not bands where everybody likes their music, it's just bands that nobody hates them, which is why Black Sabbath is in 10th. I understand a lot of people don't like metal music, a lot of people don't really think their music's aged that well, but every single person, I think, respects the fact that they created a metal genre. There's nobody in the world that doesn't respect that. There probably is, but you know, they've got the least amount of haters, so that's why they're in 10th. Then The Killers I put in 9th. Everybody loves Mr. Brightside. It's united people who like pop music and people who like rock music. It's united them. They've got some other stuff. It's not just a one-hit wonder. Their music is good. I can't see anybody hating The Killers, which is why they're in 9th. In 8th, I've got The Gorillaz, and I was not really sure where to put this one, whether I wanted to put it under The Killers or above the next one or this and that. I personally am not that much of a fan of The Gorillaz music, but I still respect the fact that they make cool music. People like them. They're a very interesting, unique band. You've got like the 2D character and all these things. It's very interesting. The music is not for me, but I can definitely respect it, and I feel like that's the case for a lot of people. I don't think many people hate The Gorillaz, but I might put them under The Killers. It could go either way. In 7th, I've got the Rolling Stones, another one I wasn't really sure where to put, because I feel like a lot of people do recognise that their music has aged a lot. It was obviously made in the 60s and 70s, and I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of their music. I think that a lot of it has aged, you know, since the 60s and 70s. Not saying that music from then is bad, obviously, it's just that this music specifically I'm not a fan of. That doesn't mean that they're hated at all. Everybody like respects them. They were a massive band and one of the first like proper rock bands. You obviously had people like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and Jimi Hendrix and people like these, but the Rolling Stones were, I think, a bit more mainstream, so I feel like a lot of people respect that. So I'm not sure whether I want to keep them in 7th or move them a bit down. I think they definitely deserve a spot on this list. While we're going through them, why don't you tell me what you think the band with the absolute least haters is? Because I think I've got a good top 10 list here, but if you found that I've forgotten a band, comment it down below. So in 6th, I actually mentioned it a few seconds ago, I've got Led Zeppelin, mainly because they make great music. Like, they've got a ton of talent, it's really cool stuff. Obviously stuff from epic guitar solos and Stairway to Heaven, things like Immigrant Song is really cool. I think there's just got so much talent there, and even to people that don't really listen to that music, I feel like nobody hates Led Zeppelin. And similarly, I've got Jimi Hendrix. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, I'm not sure whether you just say it without the experience or not. Either way, Jimi Hendrix, nobody hates Jimi Hendrix, come on. His guitar work is so cool. Like, I don't play guitar, but guitarists often call him one of the best guitarists of all time, and it's really cool to hear that music. The songs like All Along the Watchtower is my personal favourite. It's so cool. One of the most iconic riffs of all time with Purple Haze. So many cool stuff. Even if you're not into that music, which is a common theme above this, even if you don't like the music, you like the band, if that makes sense. And that's why I definitely think that Jimi Hendrix is 5th. But the top 4 bands, I think, literally have no haters. I've never seen anybody in the world hate these bands. Like, yeah, you'll find a few rogue people that hate Black Sabbath, that hate the Rolling Stones, that hate Led Zeppelin, but the top 4, I honestly think, have no haters. Okay, maybe the top 3, because 4th is ABBA, and I have heard a few people complain about ABBA, but I feel like the general consensus is positive. Like, not many people hate ABBA at all. They've got something for everybody. They've got some disco stuff, they've got actual like really experimental stuff on their last album, The Visitors, they've got kind of cheerful folk rock in Ring Ring and Waterloo. Yeah, they've just got something for everybody. You will find an ABBA song that you like, and there's no doubt in my mind that you will find an ABBA song that's good for you. And even if you don't, people just like ABBA. They're just cheerful. ABBA are obviously one of my favourite bands. I might be a bit biased putting them high up, but I've never met anybody that hates ABBA, and I feel like a lot of people find it as a little guilty pleasure to like ABBA. It's not a guilty pleasure. I just love ABBA. 3rd, I've put Queen. So Queen is obviously basically the biggest band in the world. besides the Beatles maybe. I don't think anybody hates them. They've got another band that has something for everybody. They actually did dabble with some kind of heavy music. They had all sorts of stuff from like, what do you call Bohemian Rhapsody, that style of stuff? I guess it's progressive rock. They've got stuff like Killer Queen. I don't even know what style you call that. Like, I don't even know what it is. Just some classic rock from like 1980, The Game, The Works, stuff like that. They've got, even Radio Gaga also dabbles a bit in synth. And everybody has a respect for songs like We Will Rock You and Another One Bites the Dust and Bohemian Rhapsody. Nobody hates those songs. I feel like just as a whole, Queen, nobody hates them. But they're still third, because the top two, I mean, I don't know how to stress this enough. There's no way you can hate them. How do you even hate these bands? In second place, I've got Fleetwood Mac. They make, you know, soft rock, so it's not too heavy. Like, sometimes with a heavy band, the people that like softer music are gonna hate that band. That kind of makes sense. But Fleetwood Mac makes soft rock, which means that the people that like softer music is gonna like them, and the people that like heavy music can still appreciate that music, because unlike some people might think, people who like heavy music also listen to softer music every now and again, and Fleetwood Mac is one of my favourite bands to listen to, because songs like The Chain actually has some really, really cool music. It's not just like boring soft rock, it is really, really cool. So, songs like Everywhere and You Make Lovin' Fun are some of my favourites. Even younger people are liking Fleetwood Mac's music, even though it was made in the 70s and 80s. Like, a lot of older bands aren't really listened to that much nowadays. I think Fleetwood Mac is just the perfect band for everybody. And I don't mean that they've got something for everybody like ABBA that had different genres. I feel like their genre is just appealing to everybody. Soft rock, a little bit of guitar working, not generic, but not over the top with anything. No haters. Number 1, the band with absolutely zero haters. If you hate this band, I'll be absolutely confused, because in first place we've got Dire Straits. Yeah, the Dire Straits, I think, is one of the most talented bands. They're a bit underrated, you know, but the thing is, everybody can appreciate them, because another band that makes soft rock, it's kind of the same logic as Fleetwood Mac. They've got Sultans of Swing, things like that. They've got Walk of Life, they've got like Brothers in Arms, and they've got Romeo and Juliet. So soft rock, I think, is the perfect genre to appeal to everybody. So if you want a band with no haters, make soft rock band, maybe? Just forget about that. Anyway, Dire Straits, yeah, I definitely think they are the band with absolutely no haters. Nobody hates Dire Straits, and I personally love them. They've got great music. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you enjoy my content, subscribe, and if I forgot any bands, you can comment them down below.